Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Rage Mage. And this scene actually is an almost direct continuation of a previous scene where Darcy got driven around for hours by a certain police officer in his car picking up bad guys in New York City. Sort of like that. Most of the time was just like them driving around and talking about a lot of subjects, both pretty normal, pretty banal, to almost like high shelf philosophy, talking about chaos and order and all that kind of jazz. In the end, Darcy, who had been in pain for most of the day, although she tried to ignore it and at least tried to not submit to it, but she kind of exhausted fell asleep, and Jacob decided to drive her back home instead of just releasing her at the precinct to the hotel. Had a pretty damn difficult time waking her up because, goddamn, that girl sleeps like a rock. And yeah, she finally gets out of the car. Thanks, Jacob. Apologizes several times for falling asleep on him, and leaning on her crutches, she will stumble into the hotel. Goes to the elevator, goes to one of the highest floors, and gets into her room, looking pretty damn exhausted.
Inside is the lovely aroma of the marijuanas and a single red cherry blowing out in the darkness. All the lights are off when she closes that door.
Despite the fact that, she knows that could be, or, well, that there are a couple of people, like, there are three people who can actually enter her room, and one of them is Dallis, the other one, Aiden, and the third one is her PA, Chrissy. She does stop and immediately flicks on the lights. She looks like she looks on guard, but as she sees Dallas, she visibly relaxes and hi.
Good evening, Darcy.
Hey Dallas, I thought I I thought I said that you could have like the afternoon off. As she stumbles forward and just lets herself drop on the couch.
Dallas will stand up and collect the crutches from her, and then we'll help her get her shoes off.
I can do that
I
myself.
know.
I'm not.
No, I'm more than happy to do it. I'm
But
here on my own time.
you're not my nurse, Dallas. I can take care of myself.
Didn't say you were, or my sister-in-law should be helping you.
Fine, I just need a couple of minutes.
Anything you need? Tea, coffee? She'll pick up
Uh,
the joint from the ashtray.
mm, I uh, if coffee would be nice, but I can get that myself. Just a few moments.
Hmm. Okay then. And she will sit down on the sort of on the coffee table, I'm just looking at Darcy with just a pleasant smile on her face.
Darcy will reach to like a bottle that's standing like half behind the couch. It's like half full with random gin. Why not go with gin this time? She opens it, and just takes a deep gulp, sip, whatever. That's good. Well, you were right about one thing. That guy sure talks a lot. Well, actually, didn't really.
He does
Yeah,
talk a lot.
it's like once you get him activated, there's no stopping.
Mm-hmm.
So, why are you here?
Oh. And as she sits there, she kind of yawn because she looks like she's tired because somebody rolled something and didn't get any successes.
Oh boy.
So she didn't have a good night last night. Just wondering what you and Jacob and Simon talked about.
Simon wasn't there.
Oh. Well, then, what you and Jacob talked about.
Okay. Just for the record, the guy is like you guys, right? Like werewolf.
Hmm.
I figured. Wasn't sure though. Well, we talked about, I don't know, different kind of stuff. Um, Mostly, I try to get him to talk about like himself, get to know him better. Uh, like asked about why he became a cop, about his family. And we went on to rules, which ended in this sort of psychological, theological, existential topic, which went on for a long while. And then in between, there was a car chase and another car chase, and we had lunch. And after that,
She'll hold up a hand. Car
uh,
chase.
yeah, he was on duty, so we had to do police stuff.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, that was really it. No weird. I mean, I didn't ask him if he was a werewolf. He didn't ask me if I was anything special. It's just, it was fun, sorta. Yeah, it was fun.
Hmm.
Dallas,
Hmm.
did I then ask you to come here to see if I would have told Jacob that I was married to him?
He voiced concern about what you all talked about.
Okay, look, I know that even though I disagree with him, he wants to keep it a secret from your people. I don't like it. I don't feel it should be something that we would need to hide. But if that's what he feels about, then I have respected that. I've always respected that. I have not told anything. I mean, okay. He knows that I know a guy named Aiden that is probably the same guy as he knows. But that's literally it. Also told him that I know Chloe and Will. So that's it. Even pretended I didn't know his last name.
She'll take another drag off the drink and pass it to her.
she'll hand Dallis a gin, and yeah, we'll take a joint. I can't believe he can't trust me on this.
I don't think it's you he distrusts.
I respect his wishes. Most of the time.
Most
At
of the
least
time?
regarding this.
Fair enough.
If I feel that I would need to argue things, then I will, and he knows that pretty damn well. But in this, even though I think that it shouldn't be a thing, because I don't feel that you should hide whoever you love. But whatever, that's fine. I have not told him. And I will continue to do so.
Good to know. Didn't think you would. Didn't think you'd be the source of problems, but
Mm.
I do what my brother asks me to give in these very, very trying times.
I mean, trying times aside, because I know he's busy, but you also have an opinion for yourself, right? Like, honestly, I love Aiden more than anything. But if I disagree with him, I'll damn tell him.
Dallis will lean forward and take Darcy's hands with a smile. I don't disagree with him because I'm in a very similar situation to him. Minus the matrimony part.
So minus a few other parts as well, but um,
Well, some of those parts, and she'll kind of gently squeeze Darcy's hands. Some of those parts aren't exactly ones that we have to talk about, you know?
no, that's fair.
Unless you want to.
Mm-mm.
But thought as much I didn't want to assume. But I do this for him because I know if the situations were reversed, he'd do the same for me.
It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it's nice to be able to talk to someone about him at least. But I would really prefer to have him here. No offense.
Dallis does like a fake pout.
I said no offense. I mean, honestly, if you'd have to pick between the person you love and me, pretty damn sure he would make the same choice.
Probably, but you'd be surprised how much I'm committed to my family.
Yeah, I guess that is an experience that I don't really have. Must be nice.
She'll move and just sit next to Darcy, putting an arm on the back of the whatchamacallit, the couch.
Hmm. She'll sit up straight a bit more. It's like looks at Dallas, hands her back to joint. Like I said, it's just nice to be able to talk to someone about him. Like my other friends just think I'm stupid for marrying a werewolf. You
It's
know,
not so bad, is it?
well, let's just say that at least one of them has a bit of an issue with your kind. Like, she claims that, well, a couple of your guys tried to kill her or something. I don't know.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Yeah, so she doesn't really trust you. Very strongly, she has very strong opinions. Not afraid to, air them. But yeah, like, so it's nice to be able to talk to someone about it without like really.
I know. I understand. Believe me, I understand. There are lots of things I'd love to be able to talk to Aiden about when it comes to my significant other.
Yeah. Well, maybe one time we can go on a double date.
Not very fond of my girlfriend at all.
Oh, how come?
No. He has reasons to not like her.
Mm,
He that let me just say she's not us. She's not. And she kind of gesture to herself. She's not among our number. So already,
mm. I mean, neither am I.
well, sometimes hypocrisy comes to play with Aiden,
Hmm, I
but at
guess.
the same time, I'm almost pretty kind of sure it's out of a place of love.
Well, not all of us are perfect.
I think you're perfect for Aiden.
I I doubt that. Not because I don't think he loves me, or because I don't love him more. I think it would have been a lot easier if I was not what I am, and maybe something else, or if we would have met before this happened. There, no, I'm definitely not. In fact, that same friend that hates your kind so much actually told me that, you know, getting into a relationship with him was before we married. It would be stupid because, especially if I loved him, I would only hurt him by, being around. Should have just let him down and let that be it. That way I wouldn't hurt him by actually, making him care more about me. I was selfish. I still am.
It's not selfish to let yourself fall in love with somebody. It's not selfish to want to enjoy something, especially given your circumstances. If anybody's entitled to it,
If I would have been, if I would have loved him truly, according again to this friend, but I can see where she comes from. I would have spared him the grief.
well then, sorry to say, but your friend's a fucking idiot.
And say it to her face. She's damn good at what she does.
People like that, better to not hurt someone by being something special in their life. Don't know what it feels like to have something special.
Mm, I'm not sure. I think she's just extremely bitter.
Well, going to have to strongly disagree with your friend. I know if I were to lose my girlfriend tomorrow, it would break a part of me, devastate me. But the way I feel right now, it's incredible.
Is he listening?
No,
Okay.
Just you and me.
I talked to Felix the other day. Just a quick conversation. Told him about that. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I did tell you. Told you about that. Told him about that cure.
Mhm.
Aiden said to not go along with it, but he mentioned that Felix knew more about that company, so I decided to ask him directly. And apparently he has the idea that there might actually be a way to protect me, or to, do something and then it wouldn't turn out bad, and I could actually be healed.
If there was ever a look of someone blue screening internally, it has just crossed across Dallas's feet. He has no idea what to do. There are error warnings, red lights, blue screens, the sound of the sound a computer makes when it freezes in the middle of playing a video. Just kind of shakes her head. Can you say that what?
Felix says that he might know a way for me to take that offer and not like become one of their mindless drone ancient things.
Dallas will grab a hold of the gin bottle, pop the cork, and she begins to drink.
Darcy will finally get up. Will very slowly walk to the liquor cabinet, open it up, grab a bottle of vodka and a bottle of gin. Some leftover whiskey as well, and just puts all 3 bottles on the table because she doesn't know how much more Dallas wants to drink. She saw how Aiden drinks, so he wants to make sure that she has a drink left too.
So yeah, she's still drinking. It's been like 10 seconds. She hasn't come up prayer yet.
Yeah, Darcy will open the whiskey and will take a sip. Look back to Dallas.
Dallas at this point holds up a finger to Darcy, just like, hold on. And then finally, as the last bit of the bottle goes into her mouth and goes down the pipe, she sets the bottle down. Ah! Oh, oh, that's awful. I hate gin. I hate gin so much.
Well, then why did you drink it?
So I didn't just completely shut down due to a critical internal error.
Okay. Well, for future references, that is the liquor cabinet. While it may not hold everything, it holds, as she kind of gestures to the other 3 bottles, has enough space for a couple of bottles there. And if you ever need something, there is a phone next to the bed. You can ring reception or the bar directly and just ask for whatever you want.
Oh no, I've been availing myself of that. By the way, girlfriend thanks you profusely for the food. Um, she'll kind of stand up. Miss Darcy, I should.
So,
I, 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 I need to biggity bounce. Uh, plans I had for this evening, many of them. And out of character, this is what I failed manipulation subterfuge looks like.
Darcy will kind of like blink. He's like, "Uh,
Ah, just gonna. And she kind of swings her arms in like a pinwheel motion, and then points her thumbs in unison towards the door. Just gonna, and
okay.
go for a walk. And I
Need to have
uh,
a chat with someone."
no, 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 I don't.
I'm a grown up.
Yeah,
Are
you
you going to
are.
talk to Felix?
I don't know yet. I need some time to process this information and make sure that what I say and who I say it to is the absolute right thing. Because, oh boy, oh boy.
Well, that's why I asked if he wasn't listening in.
Oh, no, I get it now. Hmm.
Yeah.
Um, and
Um.
she'll stumble or shuffle step up. Uh, you're all
Just one.
good for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just one tiny thing. I'm about to crash anyway. Um. The I came to Felix for some other stuffs.
Oh.
Um. No, it doesn't matter. You'll hear from him. I that did not come from me. So if he thinks that you know, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's just kind of
Okay.
nodding
And
emphatically.
that, and this is why I'm not telling you what, is something that is completely off limits to Aiden. And if it gets to Aiden that I gave Felix a thing, then I know where it comes from. And that means that we have an issue. She kind of points between the two of them.
Realize that all of this, and she'll just kind of gesture broadly, all of this that's just been disclosed is a huge conflict of interest for me. You know that, right? Like the situation I'm in right now.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the healing thing, I don't really understand your way of doing things. So that is not up to me. That is basically up to Felix. I don't see why that will be a problem to you because you can just point back at Felix.
It's so complicated.
The other thing, however, yeah,
Uh-huh.
there might be a conflict of interest. The interest is mainly to keep Aiden happy
Uh-huh.
and not get him worried. He'll be worried anyway. We don't need to make it worse, do we?
So what's the other thing?
If I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a bigger chance that he's going to find out. Also, if I'm going to tell you, you'll just have more on your conscience that you will absolutely need to hide.
Yeah, but at the same time, if I know that there's something up and I don't, and I'm not abreast of it, and it leads to something bad happening to you,
No,
I couldn't live with myself.
no,
So,
no. Nothing that I did will be bad for me. Say,
Darcy,
I can safely promise you that. Nothing what I did would put me more in harm's way than I already am.
Darcy, just come on now. What's going on? Just
You will hear from Felix soon enough, and that is the moment where I think you will just be close to Aiden when that comes out.
Darcy,
Are you absolutely sure that you want to know?
I I am 100% sure.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you. A couple of days ago, well, about a week ago, I guess, two of my employees went missing. Remember?
Who?
Two of my employees went missing.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Aiden told me not to do anything with it.
Hmm.
I did a thing,
As you do.
as I do. Now, I did that thing in LA.
Okay.
And what I did basically made me look back in time.
Uh-huh.
And I saw one of my employees talking to me. Then I invited him over to talk in a more private setting. We went to my car, which I did not recognize. We went to, there was security there, carrying a logo FFS that I did not recognize.
Uh-huh.
The guy, Grog, went into the car. Security went into the car. I went into the
Uh-huh.
car. And the moment I was in the car, I looked like a dude with some weird tattoo in his neck. And I shot that guy. Well, not me, but that dude shot that guy 3 times. Someone takes my shape, at least in that occasion. Now, I don't know who. I do not know why. I am in no way, shape, or form involved. But that is what I know. Now, I told this information, plus gave some things that you could follow up on to Felix. As you can imagine, since I was told not to get involved, I prefer not to be known as the source of this information. So Felix and I came up with a plan. And he's the one that the information is going to come from, not me. Which
Mm-hmm.
means, as soon as that information comes, you will have to act fucking surprised. Because you didn't know any of this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And I think you will need to calm Aiden down because I don't think he's going to like the fact that someone can change into me.
So you thought of throwing 10 point at Aiden. Seems like a good idea. It just flashes right across Aiden's or Dallas's mind, right in the front, just like it's like, oh shit, 10 point here. Do your job.
Now that you do know this information, every time you meet with me, every time, I want you to make sure that you know absolutely certain that I am me. Because I don't know if you guys know a very easy way to look like someone completely else. I mean, I know you have your thing, but I know how difficult that is for us.
I have an idea. It's not foolproof. You're a bit sore today from the looks of it, yes?
I, yeah, I need to sleep, really. Why?
And stay still.
Mm, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna get a really good whiff of your scent. And it's gonna be a little awkward.
All right.
If you ever tell anyone about this, I will throw you out of a 10-story window. And then I will jump out after you because I will be dead anyway.
You know, really, death threats don't do really much.
I know, it's more of just a thing for me to kind of talk, because this is a shit sandwich. Any way you look at it.
I told you didn't want to get involved in this. You insisted.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time,
However, if
there's
you
something.
are going to spill this little secret to Aiden, then I will make sure some secrets will be spilled as well.
Secrets do you have on me?
Don't you have a girlfriend?
I do.
I know a couple of your people.
Oh shit, Saskia, why? Oh no!
Are you frenzying?
Oh, I gotta roll this, and I gotta spend a willpower point. And I only have so many of those.
You know, death threat doesn't work, but this works.
Current moon phase. Like, damn, she was just kind of playing around. You know,
Yeah,
it's
that
just like.
Darcy is not.
Okay, so today's moon phase is a gibbous. So,
I am so sorry, Vinny.
difficulty 5. Oh. Hmm. Willpower point, but 3 successes either way. Dallis is going to move because she's going to gain a point of rage, and I'm going to have her spend it immediately. She is on the couch and sort of straddling over Darcy, like knees on either side of Darcy's hip, and her face just inches from Darcy's. And there's just a low growl in her throat, and her eyes are wild and they are yellow. And she is literally biting her own lips so goddamn hard that blood is like dripping down her chin as she is literally reining herself in as they speak. Like, it is vastly apparent that Dallis is doing everything in her power to keep herself under control here.
Yeah. Darcy kind of
Darcy's.
expected that reaction. That doesn't mean that she is not like her eyes aren't like wide, and she's trembling, but since she did kind of manage to prepare for that, she just looks up at Dallas. She's like, it would just change the date on the tombstone.
There are plenty of things.
Oh, you're breaking up.
There are plenty of
Vinny,
things worse than.
you broke up. I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, testing. Testing,
Yeah,
1 2.
I can hear you now fine. It's just, yeah.
Okay. So through gritted teeth, she essentially said, "Believe me, there are worse things than death."
Yeah, but if Aiden finds out about that, that doesn't matter anymore. I understand you're angry. I would be too. Like she's saying this, and there is like a light tremor in her voice. But like I said, she is impressed. It's like there's no doubt about that. But yeah, she's trying to keep herself like under control.
And that's why I'm going to go ahead and make this worse. I've missed
Okay.
playing with you, Saskia, so much. We don't get up to
I'm
these
glad to
chuckle
hear
fuck
that.
scenes anymore. Oh. Hang on, I'm bringing up the gift list right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Same.
Only one success is necessary to affect non-Garu or Garu of equal rank. So she is going to activate Visage of Fenris. God damn it. I'm sorry. Out of character, I'm sorry.
It's fine, you know.
You push the no-no button. If you were
I
anybody else, she would have killed you. She would have
know.
killed you by...
Oh, I
She would
mean,
have killed you by now.
Darcy knows. Darcy knows. That is, like, she understands, she knows. Because she knows Aiden.
Oh, she could literally cow a fucking elder right now. Or at least an Athro. Dallas becomes an image of wrath and terror incarnate. She's so physically impressive right now. She looks like someone who could literally rip this building apart barehanded. And growl into Darcy's ear. You ever even hint at putting someone I love in jeopardy, there will be things so much worse than what's coming at the end of your life. Do you understand me?
I'm just gonna make a stamina roll. She might just pass out.
Oh shit.
She's still there. Like, barely. I mean, I guess with Div 6, right?
Yeah, I mean, stamina roll. Not like you're
Yeah.
trying to avoid, a blackout drinking, something that's
Yeah,
like
no.
in your system. This is just
Yeah. But like her breathing kind of becomes more shallow, and her eyelids are kind of fluttering. It's like she's not completely there anymore, so she just kind of nods blankly, like she's too scared
tell
to
me,
even like.
say to me, you understand.
I don't think she can really talk. You got 5 fucking successes, man. Oop. Are you still there? No, I think you're not. Oh, there you are again.
Yep, no, I lost you for a second there too. Yeah, no, Dallis can't really differentiate that right now because all she's on the verge of frenzy.
Yeah, but yeah, Darcy kind of opens her mouth, but there's not much coming out. She's like,
And she will just bark in Darcy's ear to the point where it's almost like part of that Glabro Krinos voice just rumbles out of her. She can't shift it, but it's just like it's deep enough.
yeah, I'm more worried
Just
about
a
the
little
fact.
bigger than.
I'm more worried about the fact that we are in a hotel and like people might hear.
Well, she's not shifting because she can't partial shift.
Okay, fair enough.
Kind of like imagine if a Krinos were to squeak. Still terrifying, but she just kind of in Darcy's ear.
I mean,
Say it.
you keep trying to like
I know.
intensify that
It's.
fear. It's.
I know.
I mean, I'm kind
Maybe
of
roll your
thinking
willpower.
about. I'm honestly trying to think like, yeah, I will roll willpower. That seems like something that might be.
Oh, there's a 6 in there. Thank Christ.
It's still a fail. Um. I'm just gonna make another stamina roll because I really don't know. Oh no, she's still there. Um.
For one stamina, she's got a hell of a constitution
I
right
mean,
now.
right? She like her face just becomes like white. Just all color is just faded. It's almost turning a slight tint of green. There is a wet spot appearing on the couch.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh well, I guess while I'm
And
here,
there is
Dallis is
just
gonna take.
not anything coherent coming out of her mouth.
That was just her to kind of get your scent. I figured she's there right now. She might as well use the opportunity without it being any more weird. Anyhow, step back. Nod if you understand.
There is a nod.
And she sort of snorts. And she kind of take a breath and grabs the bottle, take a drink, take a few breaths. And there's probably like a good 5-minute pause as Dallis sort of lets Darcy kind of calm herself down.
Yeah, she actually with that willpower roll because that was insane.
Yeah.
Actually realized that I still roll at a +1 difficulty, so she should have. Yeah, doesn't matter. So with that willpower roll, she kind of snaps out of it. Basically, when Dallis gets away and starts drinking, and she'll just stand up, doesn't say a word, goes to the bathroom, takes off the pair of pants that she was wearing, and really just walks back in, walks to the closet. So it's just like
I
this
feel like
huge walk-in closet.
I feel like at this point, Dallis, like knowing what's going on, since she's probably been in there when Darcy's been getting dressed or whatever, just kind of going over daily chit chat.
Mm.
Probably has come back to her with a pair of pants and fresh underoos because now that the rage is relief, because werewolves are bipolar.
Mm.
Jesus. And we say Jean is a lever puller.
I knew exactly in character and out of character what lever I was pulling.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
she
yeah,
will.
Dallis is standing there, and she's standing
Oh,
up, holding the folded up pieces of. Hello.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
back.
So yeah, she's just standing there with her head kind of turned to one side, holding the the fresh underwear and pants out to her as she comes out the door.
She will take them and puts them
Dallis
on.
will just kind of palm the underside of Darcy's hand. Sorry. I I've never been.
Look,
I've never had what you and Aiden have had before.
no, neither have I.
I'm sorry.
And I can't be what you are. I am what I am. I can't be a raging, changing person. You scared me. I will not
I know.
deny that. But also know that what I just said was not to hurt you, but just to realize how incredibly serious this is for me. You can do whatever you want to me. In the end, there's nothing I can do back. Sure, I got friends, I got blah, but in the end, if it's just you and me, yes, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just like Aiden can. I know that. I've known that for a very long time. I still decided to say what I said to make sure that you would understand how important it is that this stays away from him. Now, I have no way of threatening you and saying, do I make myself clear? I have no way of doing what you just did to me. But know that I will not take back my words, no matter how angry you get at me. This is in your own hands, not of mine.
if you don't want him to find out, swear to me that you will never threaten or put in jeopardy the person I care about.
I am not putting anyone in jeopardy.
You don't know what would happen if others outside of Aiden found out.
I think, with what you just showed me, I can make a pretty good guess.
So then you understand.
Yeah.
So you swear to me.
No. Because in the end, I have someone to protect as well. I made my point. I am not looking to harm you or your girlfriend in any way, shape, or form, but I need to protect mine. And I know how smart Aiden can be. I know how tough he can be, how persuasive. I need to make sure that you have a very good reminder when he tries that. Like you're protecting what's yours, I'm protecting what's mine. Any way we can.
Dallas's eyes are twitching at this point, and considering she's already passed a rage roll about this, she she'll just gonna look at Darcy.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I will promise you that I will promise you that if you keep this away from him, the fact that I searched into this, I will promise you that I will take your secret to the grave. And as far as I know, if that cure won't work, that'll be pretty soon. But I need you to keep that promise as well. And I'm really sorry.
I bet you are.
I am. I know you don't know me that well, but I'm not like this usually. Told you you'd be better off not knowing. And I am really sorry I told you. I should not have. That's my fault. And I know I broke something between us that But for Aiden, I would do it. And I know that you would understand that because you would do the same way if you were in my shoes.
Sure about that? And she leaves the clothes in Darcy's hand, and she walks out of the, walks away from the bathroom, gathering up her things.
And Darcy will just put on the underpants and walk back out. You're strong. You don't have to be in my position. But you would do anything for your loved ones. You just said so. And in my way, I do the same.
As she's standing there in front of the wet bar, just listening to her talk, I'm gonna roll a little thing. We'll spend some willpower. That willpower, though. About how big is this wet bar? Just out of curiosity, no particular reason.
I mean, it's a suite. It's not like an actual bar, but
Is it attached to the wall?
everything in a hotel room is attached.
Fair point. Well then, I'm just gonna roll a little something something to see how unattached it becomes.
Mm.
It's better her take it out on the inanimate object than Darcy, or make Darcy pee herself again.
Yeah, that would be nasty.
Ooh. So it was attached to the wall. As Dallas just grabs a hold of it with both hands, sort of just rips it away from the wall and flings it a good ways across the room with all the bottles and crashing to the ground, and the actual lying and hitting a wall, probably putting a thing to it. Because six Christ, where are these when I'm fighting something?
When you're actually fighting something, yeah.
I mean, yeah, when I'm actually fighting this, these kind of roles would be nice, not when,
Yeah.
I'm doing something completely counterproductive.
Yep. And
So,
I
yeah,
think
there
at
you
this
go.
point, Darcy is just too exhausted to really, do anything more than just look at the cabinets flying through the room. And she looks back at Dallas, and she'll just say two words: "Get out."
Dallas will pull the key cards from her bag and just toss them at Darcy's feet.
Still keep the room if you wish, but get out now.
Dallas turns and walks out without another word. Pretty sure two like maids or people coming down the suite hall.
Yeah, there's probably security coming at this point.
They probably kind of duck out of the way. People opening other doors to see what the commotion is probably immediately close them.
Oh God, her mother stays on that floor as well. Fuck.
Darcy,
Oh
Kelsey, what is all this
God,
about?
no, no, no! It's even worse. Like you saw Jessica Jones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trish's mom.
Oh no!
Copy paste.
Oh no! Saskia, why did you warn me? Well, I think that now that we've had our very
Breakup moment again?
pardon?
Yep, you broke up again.
Oh, our almost verbatim Jessica Jones type moment.
Yeah, I think that kind of yep.
With those connotations, and with Dallas walking towards the stairs to make her way down, because God, could you imagine that poor soul that happened to get into that elevator with her?
I mean, they wouldn't get into the elevator. They would open the door, would look at her, and then like decide to take the stairs.
No. See, the way it would happen is that the doors would open, that poor person would be in there, and Dallas would step in
Dad
and
would
just.
be running out.
Ah! So yeah, I think with
Yeah.
that, all that said, and all that's been done, and two, well, I'd say fairly nice people being absolutely horrible to each other.
Yeah. I mean, as Dallas storms out, Darcy will probably just collapse on the bed. Like that was all the rest of her energy at that point. But yeah, I think we can end the scene there.
Yep.
Well, thank you, player, for playing. This was interesting. And thank you, watchers, for watching, because we actually have one viewer. Um, and we will end this highly entertaining, awkward, terrifying, horrible, mean girl scene, bully thing that we call a scene.
Vinny and Saskia putting the rage in Rage Mage since 2013, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be here all year.